Hello everybody and welcome back to My Garage Roleplay. Alright, so yeah, as you guys can see, we are here at our shop already this morning. It's quite early and yeah, I've started doing a couple of things at the shop. So yeah, there's been a couple of changes here, as you can see. I've decided to let them take down this piece of the fence that we had over here. And that just gives us a little bit more room to maneuver our vehicles with, and also we've got a new parking space for our flatbed trailer or our car trailer over here. And I was also able to get our box trailer in here as well, being said that is done now. So yeah, we've got the El Camino over here, and we are gonna head off to go and pick up our Mercedes that we had a look at in the last episode. So that is going to be something we do today. But before we do that, let's just take a little bit of a look around, because we had this car delivered this morning, very early. It was still dark when the driver came to deliver this. So yeah, this is the Lad Sedan that I was talking about in the last episode, which has been V8 swapped, but yeah, it's currently not running. And also it is missing a wheel over here. And as you can see, also it had a little bit of a nasty hit to the side over here. So yeah, we are going to be getting a donor vehicle for this very soon. And yeah, the old man Ray at the junkyard said he will do the delivery for us, maybe some point. I don't know if it's going to be today, but we'll see. But I think we've got enough to keep us busy with for today, hopefully. But we'll see. We can also try and get that thing into the garage and maybe fit the wheel to it and such. But coming back to the whole wheel story, so yeah, as you can see, I've taken off the rear drag wheels on the 58 Impala. So I did send those back, and they have delivered the replacement ones already. So we need to actually get these onto the car. And I also painted our hood for the time being in the same color as the car. So this should be dry by now. So we can probably go ahead and slap this on the car. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that and get this sorted out. Alright, I think it's just the 2 bolts on that hood. Alright, let's get over here with our wrench. Okay, there we go. Alright, so that is at least one thing off the list. Okay, so here we go. I'm just going to see if we can mount these while it's on the jack stands. Yeah, we should be able to get this on. Alright, I think that's all of them. Yeah, that's perfect. Alright, let's go around and do the other side as well. Yeah, we might have to grab our floor jack for this side. So I actually put these things here because I prepared for the Mercedes. We were going to take all of this with us to go and collect our new Mercedes. So let's just use this jack quickly to get this sorted out. Alright, so just make sure we can get this tightened down. And I think the fitment on this should be better. We'll have a look at it in a moment once we can get this lower down. Alright, so we can drop this over here. So I did have to take out one of my jack stands for the Lad Sedan out there, because that was also only on 3 wheels when it got here. Alright, so let's go around to this side and just take this jack stand out. And then this car should be mobile, and yeah, we should have some proper fitting drag rims and tires on this now. Alright, let's just go ahead and pop this under the table over here as well. And then, yeah, we've got a lot of wrenches. Don't really know how I came by all of them, but they are here. And yeah, I did put one in the Chevy El Camino as well. Alright, but yes, I think that looks much better. There's no more rubbing going to take place here. So that is definitely a lot better than it was. So I think this Impala is looking pretty mean. And yeah, I might go with different wheels at the front as well at some point, but we're just going to see how this works. It's going to be our drag car. We're not going to be driving this thing on the road anymore. Alright, so what I'm going to have to do now is probably load up all of these things. Now, I did have these rims available. So these aren't going to be the wheels that we have on the car maybe at the end of the day. We are just going to probably try and get it home with these. So I did have these laying around. I just had to get one more tire from the shop next door. So luckily they did have the right size. And then, yeah, we can probably take a jerry can full of diesel, which I have filled up already, so that is nice and full. It's just to make sure we are able to move the car up onto our trailer, and so that we don't have any issues with that. Let me go ahead and put this maybe down flat over here. It shouldn't leak out. That looks perfect. Alright, so yeah, let's just grab our floor jack over here as well. Let me put it down maybe on this side. Alright, there we go. So we've got everything we need to head off. So yeah, we're just gonna pretty much close up shop. I'm gonna leave the Lad Sedan outside for now. I mean, it's not going anywhere pretty soon. And we might actually see if we can build the engine out of the two by using some parts from this engine. But I was thinking of sending this one over to Spartan, because he said he is back in town, so he is available again. So if he can maybe put together a nice engine for us for the Lad Sedan out there between the two engines, yeah, probably it's going to save us a little bit of money. Right, but for now we're going to... I don't know if I should really switch the lights off, but we'll do it just to save some energy, save some power. But yes, we are going to hook up our trailer, and then, yeah, hopefully everything is okay, and we can make our way safely over to the little barn where we can go and pick up our Mercedes. Alright, so yeah, I think sit back, relax, and enjoy this ride with me all the way over to pick up our brand new daily driver. Alright, and here we are. We have arrived, and yeah, we had a very nice relaxing drive over here, and everything is still intact at the back of our truck. Nothing fell out. So yeah, I'm just looking at this. This looks like a fire marshal's little Chevy El Camino that they've got here. So yeah, I wonder where this guy is, because he said he is here. So I don't know if that is his pickup truck. But yeah, I think I'm gonna see if I can find this guy quickly and just see if, yeah, we can get everything sorted out and getting the car loaded up. So I think he might be in here. Alrighty, so here we are, and there's our brand new car. So everything has been sorted out with the payment, and yeah, we are now the proud owners of the first Mercedes ever to come to the roleplay channel that we own. So for now, I'm going to see if I can get these two wheels fitted on the side that they are missing on. Alright, had a bit of a struggle getting this jack under the car, but yeah, luckily we got it in. So yeah, we've got a wrench and a tire pump in the back of our El Camino over here. So hopefully they are still here. Yes, they are. So we can grab the wrench first, because I'm just going to see if I can get these wheels mounted. I think the steel wheel we are going to be putting at the back, just in case there's going to be any wheel alignment issues at the front. So we make sure to have the two same wheels at the front. But I think they are pretty much the same profile and everything. So that shouldn't really cause a problem. Alright, let's grab this one. And then I need to go back and grab the air pump. See if I can air up the other two wheels. We might need to get some tires for those as well. But as I said, I don't think these wheels are going to be staying on the car. These ones are all bald anyway. Yeah, that tire is completely bald. And so is this one. So yeah, we are going to probably see if we can get some other wheels. Although, I don't know if these will actually fit the Mercedes. We can probably try that. Because we do have some other wheels that can fit our El Camino back at the shop. So we can maybe give that a little bit of a check. Right, but I think these ones are aired up already on this side. Yeah, they look okay. So let me just go and put my floor jack back in the back of the El Camino over here. And then, yeah, I might as well take this with me on my way back to the car over here. Alright, which side is the fuel filler? It's probably on... yeah, it's this side. Alright, so we'll come and top that off in a second. But let's see if we can get these tires pumped up a bit. Yeah, I'm just going to give it some air until it doesn't want to take any more. We've got a little bit of damage to the front left of our car, but it doesn't look too bad. And we might need some rear springs by the looks of it. But we'll see what we need to do. Alright, let me go and put this pump back quickly. Because that way we know all of our parts are back where they belong. All of our spares or tools, if I can call it that. Alright, so yeah, I think let's just get some diesel fuel put into this. Because the last time I checked we were very low on diesel. So this might actually, yeah, just give us a little bit more mileage. Ah, there we go. Always a little bit of a difficult mission to pour without a funnel. But hopefully some of it went in. Don't think there's going to be much. Alright, this can actually just go in the back of the trunk. Alright, perfect. Moment of truth. Does she actually move? Because we were unable to test drive the car. Alright, wait for those glow plugs. Alright, well, she started up, no problem. Alright, let's see. It is an automatic. Well, she definitely moves. Alright, and we'll just stop it here, because obviously we need to get our ramp down and maybe just close up the barn for the guy. So yeah, he is in fact the fire marshal over here, and this is a very small fire station. Never knew that. Alright, so yeah, we are going to let our ramp go down while the Mercedes is standing there idling. It's probably building up a little bit of temperature, which is not a bad thing. You can also see if it's going to overheat. And we do have almost a quarter tank of diesel in this now, so it's not too bad. Alright, so let me see if I can get this thing up on the trailer. So it's probably not going to be very easy, because this is quite a big car. But I think we've done it with a wagon in the past, Uncle Richie's wagon. It's very much the similar car. Alrighty, and we've got it safely on the trailer. And I don't think there's going to be any trouble for us getting this back to the house. So yeah, I think we are going to make our way back to the shop. And then we're gonna, yeah, probably start inspecting this a little bit. Maybe seeing what's wrong with the suspension, why it's still leaning over to the side now. But yes, we will head back home and go and have a look at that. Or not really to the house, but to the shop. And then we can see what's cooking with this. Alright, so sit back, relax, and yeah, I'll bring you guys back up to speed once we get back to our shop. Alrighty, and we made it safely back to our shop with our Mercedes at the back of the trailer over here. And I must say, this thing is quite heavy actually. But yeah, that is probably because it's a very good quality car. Alright, so we're gonna see if we can get this thing offloaded. Yeah, it's a little bit close to this corner, so I'm gonna have to be very careful here. But yeah, let's see how it goes. Alright, and we have accomplished that. So I think our shop truck and trailer can pretty much just stay here at the back. Did that floor jack did move around a bit on the back of the truck, but that's okay. It came with us, and hopefully our jerry can is safe in the back of the Mercedes still. I believe it should be there. Alright, so yeah, let's maybe start by having a look around this thing. So first of all, let's get our shop open and switch on our lights again. Alright, here we are. So yeah, our Impala is pretty much drag race ready now. So what we're going to do is bring our Mercedes in and start seeing if there's anything that we can start stripping off this thing to make it reliable. Because that is what we are aiming for, a very reliable daily driver. And we might have a little bit of bodywork as well to do. Just going to set that down there for now. So I think the most important part would be to start having a look at the suspension. Let's just close this door for now. Alright, so let's get this thing in the shop and start having a look at it. Gotta wait for those glow plugs. We've got a little bit of a very weak start. I don't know if it's the starter motor or just the battery cables, but we'll dive into that a bit and see what is cooking with it. Alright, so we are going to leave it in neutral so that we can move it back and forth in this position. So yeah, on the engine, we did check the oil, so that is still pretty good, pretty decent. Our coolant I have never checked, so let's have a peek over here. It's not too bad, it's not too low. Our brake fluid, brake booster, yeah, this still looks kind of good. Our brake line may need to be replaced. And there are some odd bits here and there that's a little bit rusty and crusty on the engine. But we'll see if we can get this engine maybe serviced up a bit. Maybe thinking of sending it over to Spartan as well. So, but for the first couple of things that I would like to check is pretty much suspension work. So we're going to see if we can get this thing up in the air. Yeah, this is quite a heavy car. Alright, we're going to see if we can get it more or less centered a bit. There we go. Alright, let's see if we can get it up in the air and start inspecting a little bit what's going on underneath here. I think there's a couple of bad springs on the driver's side. Alright, so yeah, let's see if our little lift over here can do the job. I'm pretty sure it will. Alright, so there we are up in the air. Alright, let's have a quick peek under here. Our front suspension doesn't look too bad, apart from this busted tie rod over here, as well as a lower control arm, which seems to be the only noticeable issue over here. Well, except for the super paper thin brake rotors we have here. But the wheel hubs, everything look kind of okay. Got a rusty drive shaft. Exhaust system seems to be okay. Also have a bad differential over here, which you might need to change out. And yes, there is the culprit indeed. The spring sits a little bit lower than that one. So yeah, we've got a couple of bad suspension parts here. So I think what we're going to do is start stripping off everything and seeing what we need to get ordered up. Alright, so we're going to start in this corner. So let's see if we take our wheel off over here, what surprises we have. Alright, I think, yeah, let's just put these over here for now. Alright, so this tie rod end is definitely bad. Gonna see if we can get that taken off somehow. Maybe start here with our brake caliper as well. Well, this looks quite serviceable. It still looks quite usable. Let me just make some space on the table here, move some of these things about. So I haven't really cleaned up the shop, or sorted out the shop after getting all of the stuff moved over from the house. But yeah, we are going to continue. So we've got a lower control arm also that needs to come out. So I think let's get this removed. So our spring, yeah, there's our spring, also came out. It's actually a little bit dangerous the way I did it now. But yes, that is fine. Alright, this is our bad tie rod. That's stuck a little bit, but we got it. Alright, so we definitely need to replace that. The spring, I will check it. Maybe we can go with some adjustable coilovers, actually, come to think of it now. So yeah, we are going to keep on stripping parts off. So this shock absorber still looks in decent condition. It could still probably do the job. Alright, that's all for this corner. So let's move over to the other side here on the front. And on this side we also have a bad tie rod end by the looks of it, but at least it's not as bent as the other one. Alright, so we will get a set of tie rod ends for this, absolutely. And this front lower control arm seems to be in good condition, so we're just going to leave that. But I do want to take these brakes off. Alright, this also, yeah, looks like the brakes was serviced in the front, at least. There we go, there's our knuckle that fell down. Yeah, let's just get this on the table as well. I think we're just going to have to replace the brake rotor on this by the looks of it. So the rest of those parts look okay. Alright, let's get this knuckle taken off as well. Yeah, once again, brake rotor is pretty much toast. Gonna have to get one of those. Alright, I don't think I have to bother actually taking this shock absorber out, but we'll just do it for good measure. Alright, so that is, yeah, it looks like that's the only front suspension parts. I'm just gonna put on my headlamp here just for some light. I've got a bad fuel line and brake line down here, so we'll have to get both of those replaced. And there's our culprit. We've got a bad starter motor down here, so Let's maybe see if we can get that wires maybe taken off from the top. So we loosen those two bolts for now. Alright, so let's see if we can get under here. Maybe get our drive shaft taken out, because that is a little bit crusty. Alright. Let's set this down maybe on our shelf over here for the time being. Okay, what are we doing here at the back? So we've got a bunch of parts we need to strip off here at the back. So let's start by taking our back wheels off, or rear wheels rather. So I think what I'm going to do is when I assemble this thing, I'm going to maybe take the wheels off the El Camino and see how they fit the car. If there's going to be any rubbing issues or such. But if it actually works, we might actually go with those wheels. But you guys can also drop some comments down below. What do you think? Do you think those wheels we have on the El Camino at the moment, let me show you guys again. These will look good on our Mercedes over here. So yeah, give me some ideas. Alright, let's continue. We've got some suspension parts we definitely need to replace here as well. Got a bad rear shock absorber. This could also be the reason why we are having trouble with the, car leaning to the side. Alright, let's take our brake caliper off here as well. Oh, see, the brake pads and calipers, they seem to have been either serviced or replaced at some point. So that is quite interesting. Alright, but I think, let me see if I can get this. Yeah, let's take the whole hub assembly off here. Strangely enough, this brake rotor looks okay. It's maybe been replaced sometime in the past. Alright, another thing that I wanted to take off was the half shafts, because then that way we can pretty much get to our differential, which we're going to need to replace on this. Can't really see it, but sometimes they say you have to go by feeling. Yeah, I think I've got it. Oh, this half shaft or half axle, that still looks good. Alright, what else do we need to take off? It's pretty much just this this knuckle, if that is what they call it. I think there are 5 bolts tied to this thing. Which one is now this one? Okay, that seems to be the lot. Alright, so we'll need to see if we can get a new one of these as well. So that, yeah, help carrier. That is the word I was looking for. But I think it's also called a knuckle. Correct me if I'm wrong. Alright, let's see. Our 4th and final brake caliper has got a worn pad, so yeah, that's not too bad. Maybe they didn't replace the one pad. But okay, yeah, the calipers actually on this car seems to be in pretty good condition. Alright, we're going to have to go off feeling for the last bolt, but this half shaft is removed. So that also still, yeah, seems like it'll work for a while. Alright, over here we don't have a bad knuckle, but we do have a bad lower arm here. So let's see if we can get that removed. Once again, our spring popped out. Alright, so we're going to need one of those as well. Let me just take out the other spring on this side. I think this was the one that we need to replace anyway. Yeah, that looks pretty broken, so just going to pop it on the shelf there for now. And yeah, we're going to see what we're going to go for. Maybe we go with coilovers all around anyway. Let's get this one off as well. That still seems to be in okay condition. And the other one, Oh, there it is. Alright, let me just put these together so that I can decide what I'm going to do with this. But I think coilovers might work with our wheels that we want to put on this car. But we'll see. Alright, let me just go back to that corner and see what else we have to do over here. I think yeah, strangely enough, all of these arms are in pretty decent condition. And we don't really have to take this hub carrier off, or the hub carrier, because that still seems to be in good condition. So I'm just going to leave that be for there for now. But I do want to take this off. This is our rear end, or differential. Yeah, it's probably differential. And so this is a 3.8 differential ratio. That isn't too bad. Right, the only other parts that I can see under here that are bad are pretty much just the brake line and the fuel line running down here. Transmission seems to be okay. Alright, but I don't think there's pretty much anything else we can strip off at the moment for the suspension. So obviously I won't be going home with this car tonight. Alright, so let me just see if I can locate where the fuel line is attached. I think it's about here. There we go. Now all these things in this car is actually pretty nicely, tucked in the engine bay. So it's very compact in a way, but also not compact at all. So we'll need a new fuel line, which I just dropped on the floor. Just put it on there for now. And then our brake line, should be able to take it off from here. Alright, I've got it. There we go. So we'll need to replace this as well. So we'll pop it on this shelf. And yeah, I think that is pretty much everything I'm going to be stripping off this car. So I've got a couple of spares that I need to order. The other thing that I wanted to check was this fender. And see how far the damage actually went. We can actually get this fender taken off. We can reach all of the bolts. Yeah, they've been kinked in a bit over here. So we'll see if this fender is actually repairable. Yeah, that's something that might be fixed. And hopefully we don't have any further damage in our inner fenders over here. Let's just go ahead and remove the broken blinker as well, or indicator. So yes, there we have it. This is also a part we'll have to order. So I will put all of these parts down somewhere in the shop and see if I can get everything sorted out and ordering all the parts we need. I think brake pads. I'm not going to go ahead and order a set of brake pads just to replace one pad. I do, however, have a bunch of brake pads that was left over from a bunch of other cars that we have been working with. So we'll go through these and maybe find something that is suitable and also something that we can replace with. So I think these are mostly front brake pads, but I'll definitely go through these and see which one looks the best. But I think they all are pretty much the same condition. I've got a couple of front brake pads here as well, so but that's okay. We will see what we can do. So I think I'm done messing around with our Mercedes for now. I will check a couple of things off camera, like this panel here, if it's been dented or anything. Luckily the headlight didn't break, and I'll also check on the hood because it looks like there might be a little bit of a dent or bend in here, but we'll see. Maybe it just needs a little bit of tapping and bondo. Front bumper also seems to have a little bit of a dent here, but yeah, as I said, this isn't going to be a perfect car from day one. It's going to be a project as well, but my plans are to keep this as a daily driver and to get the best use out of it. I will also see if I can get the replacement interior panels for this, like the console, the inner door guard here, and the back panel. So in the trunk, yeah, everything looks good there. Yeah, it doesn't look like this car's been rear-ended, but we do have some hidden rust here and there. So we'll have a look at all of that maybe when we start doing more body work on this thing, but my idea is to just get this thing up and running, and yeah, so that we don't have to drive our El Camino everywhere, because it's a little bit heavy on fuel. As I've noticed, we went nearly through a half a tank of gas just by doing this trip, because I did fill it up in the last episode, which was a couple of days ago. So yeah, we definitely would like to have a more economical daily driver, and I think this will be the perfect, you know, substitute for a daily at the moment. But yes, let's maybe go and have a look at our little lad sedan, because I was thinking of doing a little bit of work onto this as well, but yeah, I will see. I don't want to do too much work off camera. So on this, we are going to need a donor card to fix this damage on the side here. And also we are missing the trunk lid from this. Luckily we do have the fender. I don't know why it's not installed on the car, but that is okay. We will get that fitted, and we also need to get a windscreen. So I think the donor cars at the junkyard, they should have windscreens that are still intact. So we'll have a look at that. And then also some news about the Impala, the 67. We also will be getting that very soon. But I told the old man Rick just to hang on to that for a bit. I did give him a deposit on it, so it's not going anywhere. But I first want to try and get the Mercedes sorted out a little bit, and also maybe we can move our drag car back to the house for the time being, until I've decided what to do with that. Because now my priority will be to get a daily driver up and running and in good condition for ourselves. And then we can start having some fun with the drag car and doing some drag races, and maybe even getting this maybe up and running. This will definitely be a flip vehicle. I don't think this is going to be one that I'm going to keep. So we'll definitely see if we can get this thing up and running and in, you know, a fair condition, so that we can sell it on and make a little bit of money out of it. Because once again, we got this thing dirt cheap. So yeah, that is pretty much where we stand at the moment with our shop, and we've got a lot of work, as you guys can see. So yeah, maybe definitely drop some comments down below if you guys think there's anything else we should do to one of our vehicles. Is there something we would change on the El Camino? Maybe is there something that you would recommend doing on the Impala, the Mercedes as well? Is there any ideas for that? As well as the little lad sedan over there. Any suggestions? I will definitely have a look at them. So drop those comments down below. But I think that is going to be a wrap for this episode. So thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate every view, every like. And also I wanted to ask still if you haven't subscribed to the channel, because I noticed that I've got like 85% of my viewers are not subscribed yet. So yeah, please consider doing so. I will appreciate it very much. And yes, until the next time, cheerio.